Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Sunday, July 28th, 2024. One of the big stories this morning, fears of a much greater war with Israel. Today, this Sunday, again, July 28th, Israel used its Air Force, which is largely paid for by the U.S. taxpayer, to bomb deep inside of Lebanon. And the target supposedly was Hezbollah, who they said carried out an attack against children in a soccer field yesterday, something that Hezbollah says they did not do. But Israel's already bombed within their cities over the accusation. And again, just gematria. Every single day, rituals like this, and these are rituals, are laid out by this little Kabbalistic code. And it's as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. It's the alphabetic order forwards and backwards with numerology. Notice the emphasis on pay the price. Israel says that Hezbollah is going to pay the price. That's what today's bombings were about, and there's more to come, as they stated. But this is for the retaliation, or this is retaliation for what happened on what they're saying is the soccer field yesterday. And just notice how in Gematria, terrorism, soccer field, pay the price, all of those words and phrases have the same matching numbers, 54, 63. In this case, Lebanon's the target, which is also 63. And then when you think terrorism, just think Osama bin Laden, right? Supposedly dead. A decade later, at age 54, on the 54th day of him being 54 years old. And of course, 54 is really the number of the Jesuits who love to stir up the Abrahamic religions and control the U.S. and control Israel. And again, you learn this number code, it becomes undeniable that that's exactly what has happened. There's a reason this nation, the U.S., where I'm speaking from, was founded in the time of the Jesuit suppression, and founders were worried what would happen if the Jesuits came out of suppression. And then sure enough, the capital moves to the Jesuit stronghold, D.C. Anyway, today, this Sunday, is exactly 42 weeks after Netanyahu declared war on Hamas, and that was Sunday, October 8th, 2023. Again, exactly 42 weeks later. As we know in Gematria, World War equals 42 when you use numerology, war equals 42 when you just take the alphabetic order, like Hamas, like Iran. Zionism, Freemason, Jesuit, and Georgetown all have the 42 as well. Just reminding you about this nation's capital, the Jesuit Masonic stronghold. Same thing over in Israel. And there are some interesting dates coming up, but tomorrow, something that stands out tomorrow about July 29th, a Monday, International Tiger Day. It's going to be 282 days after Netanyahu's birthday, and we saw this when the war began. The war began 282 days after he came back into power, and his name in Gematria, Benjamin Netanyahu, is 282. So again, he came back December 29th. If you haven't seen my video from the day he came back, it's on the channel GematriaEffectNews 22, which still exists. But I had to move on from that channel right around the time of this video. But you can go back and watch, and we said why there'd be a major war starting in Israel in 2023, in the time Israel's 75 years old, around the time Yale turns 322 years old. And again, the war began 2 days before Yale turned 322. Netanyahu declared war 1 day before Yale turned 322. And again, there's a reason, because these numbers have meaning. But yes, tomorrow will be 282 days after Netanyahu's birthday. I might have misspoke a second ago. I might have phrased that wrong. But yes, tomorrow will be 282 days after Netanyahu's birthday. And again, it was symbolic when the war began. So rumors of greater war. In light of the Jesuits running the whole show, the Superior General Arturo Sosa, he's 75 years old right now. From his November 12th birthday to today is exactly 37 weeks, or 259 days. 37 fits in because Hezbollah, the target, equals 37. Israel has that strong connection to 37 as well. That's why the founder of Zionism died on the third day of the 7th month, the 3rd of July. The founder of Zionism, Theodore Herzl, he died at age 44 in 1904, 44 years before Israel was created. Remember, Israel equals 44, like Zion, like Netanyahu. 44 and 37 are both big numbers in Israel. And notice Hezbollah has that 44 as well. We talked about when Netanyahu gave that speech about how they won't stop attacking in Gaza until every hostage is returned, and how he did that on the eve of the 44th anniversary of the 444-day Iranian hostage crisis. The 154 in Hezbollah's name is interesting because that number is very important to Saturn and Saturn-related rituals, and they're saying Hezbollah attacked on Saturday, the day of the week named after Saturn. The 89 stands out because religion equals 89. Again, this is all religious division. Chaos equals 89. We know August 9th is coming up, the day leaving 144 days left in the year. Another very important number to the Jesuits in their history. Today's also 224 days after the Pope's birthday. The first Jesuit Pope, the formal title of the order, the Society of Jesus, 224. And again, just everything this weekend, all this is completely needless. This is all being orchestrated, and that's the whole point of the work, is to see what you should have saw long before you even saw my work. You know, how you're being lied to, and wars being instigated, and nations are setting off explosives and blaming it on boogeymen to start larger wars because it makes money for people. It gains power and control for people. I mean, this was so obvious on 9/11. A national emergency on 911, no one caught on, you know? How can people not catch on? You don't see the rituals are all in numbers. 9/11 happened on the 11th of the month, mostly in New York, the 11th state, where the buildings, the World Trade Center, look like a massive 11, flight AA11, 11, the master number in numerology. I hear people come here and call me the numbers guy or the numerologist. It's like, no, I'm just exposing what these people are doing. I'm talking about the people who rule over you. Yeah, numerology is not my thing. It's their thing. I just had enough intelligence to catch on to the lies, not easily be fooled, and saw numbers were everything to these people. And then I said, oh, lo and behold, look, they etch on the temple, all is number. Fourth book of the Bible, Numbers. They use the Bible like a playbook. The Tower of Babel, the tower that divides the world. The story ends in Genesis 11:9. Isn't that how the majority of the world writes the 11th of September? Some other towers that divided the world along religion. Again, Hezbollah equals 89 like religion, like there's 89 chapters in the gospel. A story that created more division in history, separated people within Judaism. You know, you're still a Jew if you say Jesus is a fraud. You're a Christian if you recognize Jesus as the Jewish Messiah. Division, division, division. Anyhow, we'll leave it there for now. And until next time, True Seeker.